last week we showed you how you can set up your own heirship and your legacy intergenerationally, right? Through a trust, and how to fund it. Now, when you hear the word trust, because in English, we use the word trust, you know what I mean? In God we trust, we use words like that, and tied to a covenant, a system, jurisdiction of people who will be governed by what they call God underneath their governance. Here. So England, land transferred into trust party, a trusted party. Shout out to the party, you heard me? Yeah. Held for benefit of heirs. Oh, last week we showed you how you can set up your own heirship and your legacy intergenerationally, right? Through a trust, and how to fund it. Funny enough. I might have went over people's heads though. Protected from crown seizure. But they at the same time were still what? Moving inside of a trust to be able to keep their landmass from being underneath what, right? Yep. That covenant system with the crown, who has a trust system for their subjects to be outside of that understanding of that jurisdiction of a covenant, which we call a trust. Automatically in a maroon position. Slide to the next joint. Equity courts. Enforce conscience over power. Focused on duty and fairness. Protected beneficiaries here. So within this, when you have equity in a system and they have a court that acknowledges your equity within that system tied to the crown, it's going to show you how they're going to interact with those people who have, like, you know, a beneficiary idea or have been acknowledged within that system of that court system of that covenant that's given equity to the people within that trust.
So that when we tell them that you need to understand what's going on in the Bible from a law perspective, is because it's already widely acknowledged that the Bible was the foundation on when it comes to the legal side on how to set up these equity courts. This is how they set up the republic based on the principles that was from this stewardship of this covenant that they came together and put together for a reason. It wasn't to get them to worship no one man.
Trust replaced prior systems, solved inheritance issues, prevented abuse of power. See, we already showed you on the other slides how this word economics, fiduciary economics, and trade systems, and how it's tied to crowns and or empires and how they govern over those things. It's going to be tied to like a treasury and things like that in different terms and older systems of what we call today a covenant or a trust, in the manner of how they govern the civilization dealing with the economic side of it, right? But now within this, prevented abuse of power. See, and you know, we abused a lot of power. We look at a lot of things, you know what I'm talking about. But it created fiduciary accountability.